and welcome to Titanium Talar's Tarot, and today I will be doing a what should you pay attention to due to your intuitive style video, alright? So for this I'll be using some concepts from Superconscious Education brought to us by Chris Duncan. I will also be using The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple Ters, let us get into the cards and concepts. Okay. So the first group of individuals I will be divining for are my perfectionists. The individuals who intuitively know how things should be done in order for them to turn out great. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my perfectionists, please come forward and share what should they do due to their intuitive style. What should they look out for due to their intuitive style this week? Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my perfectionists. And you got 2 cards, too many. So, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my perfectionists. Please come forward and share what attitude they should adopt. No. What should they look out for due to their intuitive style this week? What should they be attentive to due to their intuitive style? Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my perfectionists. Please come forward and share what should they be attentive to due to their intuitive style. And you got my outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. So if you are currently seeing an outer condition that you do not want, this is just saying that if you go inwards and you tweak what's going on inside, you will be more prone to get what you want on the outside. So work on the inside so that it can reflect inside out. Usually it doesn't reflect outside in. It generally makes things worse if your outside is not in order. Your outside will be a reflection of your insides. And if you want to make sure, it's going to take longer to fix your insides by fixing the outsides, but the half of the work will be already done if you have at least your external world in order. Well, then it'll be much easier for you to get your internal world in order as well. Okay? So that was it for my perfectionists. Now on to my helpers, the individuals who intuitively know how to assist anyone in any given situation. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my helpers, please come forward and share what they should pay attention to due to their intuitive style. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good. And you got, but before I delve into the card that I set aside for you guys, I just got a intuitive hit of something, which was my father having told me if ever I met someone whose name was his own, who had the same name as him, not to say no to them because of that factor. And oddly enough, I met a guy whose name was my father's name, who had the same name as my dad, not long after he said that, but that did not pan out good because he's much younger than me. But what did happen is that I did meet someone who has a different name from my dad, but has practically the same personality type. Aries, both of them businessmen, both of them this, both of them that. And I'm like, well, I mean, it's better than, it's like slightly different, but same concept. Okay, so for my helpers, and what I thought that meant was that be open to whatever it is that you're asking for, because you're probably going to get something way better. It just might be the same as a thing that someone told you to not say no to, but slightly different, if that makes sense at all. I mean, both of them have the same body type, like the build, the height. I'm like, I think, uh, I think, I think my interest is slightly taller than my dad, but it's just weird. But doesn't stop the fact that I appreciate my interest. In any case, so the card that fell out for you is thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. Kind of in alignment. If you I feel like your ego might be the one in the way of you achieving your happiness, but the happiness will happen on the other side of the uncomfort. If that makes sense. Okay, my gorgeous helpers. Now, so, and in regards to the my love interest, mainly I do mainly take on the helper persona. So I find that quite quaint. Alright, so that was it for my helpers. Now on to my achievers, the individuals who intuitively know how to set goals and go about achieving them one by one. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone with the highest good who has a message for my achievers, please come forward and share what should they pay attention to due to their intuitive style this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, and I am the loving energy of the universe. I am the loving energy of the universe. So, my achievers, remember that excuse me. Well, I think I'm gonna stop cutting out the portions where I start yawning in the video, because when I do yawn, that just means that I am moving a ton of energy. Yes. So, as I was, well, first of all, achievers are, like I said, who know what they want and know how to achieve it. Might take some time, but they will figure it out. Right? And so this card says, I'm the loving energy of the universe. I'm getting that this is you guys being very determined, very persistent in your goal, so much so that a lot of other things are being left out. And I feel like to the point where you might look a little cold, a little distant, and this is just reminding you that you are the loving energy of the universe. Maybe at first glance you don't seem loving, but in actuality you are, under layers of onions, right? Just like Shrek said I think it was in the first movie. In any case, so just remember that you are loving. It might not seem so at the start, but you are loving. That is what you ultimately are. Okay? So that is what I have for my achievers. So I already pulled cards for the second portion, which is for the individualists, the investigators, and the loyalists. Right, so I'm just going to run through them. Now, for the individualists, I pulled this card, which says, I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. So basically, my individualists, who are individuals who know what to put in the center of attention, how long to keep it there, how to get others to be interested in it, and for what aim and what purpose. So this is just saying that if you want other people to get interested in what you're doing, you get fully interested in it, and you speak so highly of it to others that they become a little more intrigued. Is what I'm saying. Okay. So that was it for my individualists. Now on to my investigators, the individuals who intuitively know how to research something, how long to research it for what aim and what purpose. Alright, so now the card that came out for you guys is this one. It says, my fearless freedom lights up the world. So, excuse me. Interesting. My fearless freedom lights up the world. You just be you and be unapologetically yourself, and you'll see that things will start to fall into place. Yeah. Now, the next card, the card, so that was it for my investigators. All right, now I pulled for the loyalists. All right, I pulled this card, which reminded me, number one, of Pac-Man. But it says the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need, because I made a connection between Pac-Man, whose whole perspective is to eat all the dots and the fruit in the maze, and that's its focus. That's Pac-Man's focus. Now, this card says the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. So, for Pac-Man to be more efficient, I find this is something I'm saying for just this section of the reading. For Pac-Man to be more productive and more efficient, he would need to let go of his egoic self, which is, if you think about it, is the video game player. So the video game player has to forget that he's playing a video game, get into the game so much so that they think they are a part of it, and that way they'll be able to keep in mind that this is just a game and that we're here to have fun. And the key to prayer is to forget what I, the ego, think I need. Alright? So that was it for my loyalists. Now on to my enthusiasts, the individuals who intuitively know what to be enthusiastic about, how long to be enthusiastic about it, and how to get others enthusiastic about it, for what aim and what purpose. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my enthusiasts, please come forward and share what should they pay attention to due to their intuitive style this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good. And you got the card in the reverse. Oh my. I won't read it because they were all in reverse, so I picked it up in the wrong direction. This card says, the moment I embrace my peace within, I surrender and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. Okay, so the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. Oddly enough, so I have surrendered. I was like, this weekend is going to be of working upon a project that I would like to set forth, and working on a project I would like to put forward, and as well as be more appreciative of, love myself basically. And the moment I let it go and the moment I was like, I need to do this, is the moment I actually thought of the person I'm romantically interested in. And I'm like, well, whatever. If it happens, it happens. If not, it's not. It's okay. It's not that big a deal. I mean, I've waited for him this long, which wasn't that long compared to the other one. So no worries. I've gotten better, which is the most important bit. So the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment the universe can truly get the work. The moment you stop trying to manage, the moment you stop trying to divine, not necessarily divine, like when you stop trying to create something, this is going to be difficult. The moment you stop trying to manage, to control the outcome of something, is the moment that a higher power can step in and move the chess pieces on the board for your benefit, rather than you trying to consciously think of how the board should move, how the chess pieces should move on the board, instead of using your intuition in regards to how you should actually move those chess pieces. Okay? So that was it for my enthusiasts. Okay, now on to my protectors, the individuals who intuitively know what to be enthusiastic about, how to be enthusiastic about it, and how to get others enthusiastic about it, and how to... No. We're doing protectors. So please, God, angels, and guides. Am I? Yeah, I did enthusiast. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my protectors, please come forward and share. What should they be mindful of? What should they pay attention to due to their intuitive style this week? Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my protectors, please come forward and share. What should they pay attention to due to their intuitive style? And you got, again... Okay, this one actually came out in the reverse, which says, obstacles are detours in the right direction. So maybe this week you don't need obstacles to go into the right direction. Okay, so this week obstacles are specifically placed to see if you've learned your lesson. Okay? That's what those obstacles were. And from a very indirect way, it's what it means, but before you get... If you fall for the trap, and if you fall for the little detour, it'll take you longer to get to where you want to get to. This is what this is saying. Okay, so be mindful of that. Pay attention to detours due to your intuitive style, my protectors. Alright, so that was it for you guys. And now on to my chameleons, the individuals who intuitively know what intuitive style to use in any given situation. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my chameleons, please come forward and share what for my chameleons, what should they pay attention to due to their intuitive style this week? Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good. And you got, the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. Haha. So I feel like something has really got you off kilter this week. And when you feel like you're off kilter, and when you feel like you're going for a loop, or you're in a loop, just realign with love, and you'll be able to clearly see where you're going. Okay? Yes. That is what I have for you guys this week. So, my gorgeous triple tears, this is all that I have for you guys this week for this video series. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? I'll see you next Friday. Bye.